Good evening, Cowboy Roy Rogers here. Finally get to put a little update on this 2001 Chevy Suburban LS with a 5.3 liter L59, which is the LS engine. Been weeks just struggling through other stuff to be able to get back to this. Got the intake finally back on today. The intake manifold bolts along here have to be torqued in succession, of course, starting from the middle, one side or the other there, and then working your way back and forth, side to side, until you get to the ends. 89 inch-pounds. Well, my click type torque wrench doesn't go that low, but thankfully, wow, I can see that easier through the camera than my eyeballs. Thankfully, we got a little better vision. Hopefully, this old dial type torque wrench for turning torque, get it zeroed out and then use that to do your torquing. I just had to use a adapter from 3/8 down to quarter drive for the little 8mm socket. The same torque goes for the fuel rail. I had to put new O-rings on the injectors. I didn't put any on the top because I never disconnected them from the fuel rail. 3 boxes of O-rings I got, and none of them were right for the fuel crossover. Just cleaned them up real good. Put some super lube on there. I hope I don't have to take it back apart and replace it, but it's got to be sealed up. And here on the throttle body, I use the same torque, 89 inch-pounds. And on all of those, I started out by going at 50 inch-pounds first, after just hand tightening with a little quarter drive ratchet, and then doing it. As you see, I'm trying to cover everything up. I got this line covered. I had to find a little cap for the tube down there. Put one there with the intake. I've already reconnected the vacuum line that goes to the vacuum brake booster. It's after 17:30 or 5:30 p.m. here in Central Texas. Weather's getting ready to change, and the sun's about to set, so I got other things to do. The fuel lines are covered, so they're going to stay disconnected. Got a whole lot more work to do, and this thing should have already been on a trailer ready to go back to the transmission shop so they can do their install and setting everything up. Here, I looked at old pictures, which side the fuel rail was, and I guess the stupid picture was rotated in the dead-gum phone for some reason, because I installed this one with that sensor over on the passenger bank of the engine, which is the right bank, because you look at your engine and anything in the drivetrain from where your position of the steering wheel is. So pretty much exactly opposite of what you're looking in this video when you talk about it and ask for parts. Thankfully, the nice kit that I got, the Victor valve cover kit there, gasket kit, actually had the, there went a flashlight I was using to see that gauge. These seals, I had cleaned them up good. I'd already replaced them in the past, so I may or may not pull them back out. Time is limited, but I may go ahead and pull them off in order to pre-lube this, because it's going to be sitting waiting to go in the transmission shop. Even though I've already primed the engine like I showed, I left a couple quarts of oil set aside to be able to get some more in there from the top or so forth. And I'm actually going to try to reprime it also from when it's in the engine compartment. I'd show with a flashlight, but now I can't. The plug is down there behind power steering pump. You got to get through it from below, if I remember properly. And of course, my front drive axle's all hanging down and everything still right now, because I'm trying to get everything on top together, then raise that back up. I've got to change the seal in the transfer case, the output seal, before bothering to take it to them, so I don't have to pull the shaft back out to do it afterwards. That'd be just foolish. And I'm not paying somebody for something I know for a fact I can do myself, and that it's not like there's going to be any warranty that I'm paying for either. Radiator, had brought the water hose over here weeks ago when I got done with the last task, and run the hose in backwards and forwards and flushed the heck out of it and let it run on the ground, then just squeegeed the floor and went for supper. Anyway, there's a lot of geopolitical and natural stuff going on. Please check my community tab and my playlist occasionally for new stuff. Green Greg's just uploaded a video a short while ago, but I don't know how soon this is going to be, so I'm going to put it in the community tab on a conversation he had with artificial intelligence, and how it let him know how it would remove the human beings on this earth if it decided it was threatened or something like that. So yay, fun. That's got nothing to do with mechanicking, but guess what? It's a whole lot of electronics on here, and now people are using fully autonomous cars. And my question to you is, are those things going to dodge a human being, a pedestrian, and hit something to damage itself and the person that's inside the vehicle with all the airbags or everything? Or is it just going to go thump, like if kind of like the deer that was laying on the road in front of my truck the other day that took out the brakes? So stay aware and prepared. Gather all the information, knowledge, and everything that you can. And pray to your Creator and ask for forgiveness, redemption, guidance, healing, and everything else, as well as absolutely be sure to give thanks for each and every one of those things. Thank you all, and take care.